Hello peoples, this is Song732, and finally, welcome back to another episode. Let's play Final Fantasy IV for the SNES. And wow, okay, this is a little too loud. Let me just lower the volume really quickly. And there we go. Okay, I finally actually hear my voice. But anyway though, welcome back to the next part. Let's play Final Fantasy IV. Last episode, we finished some stuff up. I believe Yang blew up. Okay, yeah, this is like last month. I kind of forgot what happened. Like the month I haven't recorded anything. And yet again, I am sorry for the lack of Final Fantasy IV and this channel's life. Recording this game, believe it or not, it takes a lot. It really does take a lot out of me. And for like the past month, I barely had any time to record this game. And now that I'm on spring break, I had like all the time in the world. So I was like, you know what? Let me record like another few episodes. And now I have like 3 weeks full, worth of like Final Fantasy IV content. So this game should be is well covered. That's good. But yeah, either way though, in today's episode, we're gonna be exploring 2 specific caves. So if you remember at the end of the last episode, we went to a cave all the way at the bottom, I believe. And it was like on an island secluded in the lava. That's not the cave we're in right now. So it turns out if you go all the way northwest, I believe, in the Underworld map, there's another cave called the Sylph Cave. This is the cave we're currently exploring right now. And when I'm done with this, when I'm done with the cave, of course, I'm gonna be teleported out of the cave, so you guys will see where it is exactly. But once we're done with this cave, then we're gonna explore the next cave, which I believe is called the Cave of the Summons or Eidolons. I kind of forgot. I think it depends on which version of Final Fantasy IV you're playing, where they call it like Passage of Eidolons or Passage of Summons or whatever it's called. But anyway, though, so now we're in Sylph Cave. So Sylph Cave is a very best way I could put it, it's a very boring dungeon. It's really boring. I mean, it's about like 3/4 worth of just you going through the entire dungeon fighting these toad guys, which by the way, I hate these guys so much. Oh my gosh. These guys have like 6 toads with them. They never die. And then I made a stupid choice to turn this guy back into a wizard when he was a frog, and then he turned almost all my team into a frog. And then if your teammates become frogs, that means they take more damage, and it's annoying. Holy crap, I really hate this place. I'm just saying this right now, about like 60% of this video is just me using my magic spells to cure my team after every fight, because holy crap, these freaking toad guys, they never let off, and it sucks. But yeah, either way though, as we explore through Sylph Cave, and as we go through this episode, I will be talking about some important Final Fantasy news we got all the way back. And every Final Fantasy fan just knows how BS these Marlboros are. Holy crap. Okay, so why I act like that? So you see those giant tentacle vagina things that are right there on screen? That's called a Marlboro. So if you talk to any Final Fantasy fan out there, they will always complain just how BS Marlboros are in any Final Fantasy game. And for good reasons too, because not only are these guys basically tanks, they have this attack called a Stinky Breath or whatever, whatever attack it's called in any Final Fantasy game, that inflicts every known status effect on you. And it sucks. As you saw right there, he inflicted Breath on Cecil, and that inflicted Toad. Silence, other stuff, inflicts every status element in the game on one character, and then with probably like 2 hits, that character is dead, and they can't really do anything, and it sucks so much. Because holy crap, I cannot stress how much I hate these guys so much. And he uses it on Kain. Oh God, I hate Marlboros. I hate Marlboros so much. And luckily, I managed to take out 1 Marlboro, 1 tree. Okay, but either way though, back to what I was saying before. This Marlboro came up on screen and decided to ruin my entire day. So, important Final Fantasy news that came out last month. So about 2 days before my birthday, Square Enix held a press event back on March 30th, which revealed more Final Fantasy 15 news. And holy crap. Oh, oh my gosh. They really went out. they really dropped the ball on a lot of stuff for Final Fantasy 15 news. Holy crap. Like, they literally announced like almost everything there is about that game. They announced like new locations, more story details, more English voice acting. Stand by me. Stand by me. yeah. Okay, that was a terrible voice. Dang, but yeah, more of the soundtrack, more features. We got a new demo, which I gotta talk about that demo. Holy crap, that was something. Let's see what else. We're getting a new Final Fantasy movie apparently, based on the events of like the story, like where how you know how like in the story where it shows like Noctis and his friend they leave the Kingdom of Lucis, and then the entire place gets overrun, and then King Regis, kind of just like, he's what's the best way I can put it? He's kind of like, it's his story, before the events of 15. And it looks really, really cool. You got like Sean Bean, who's Boromir from Lord of the Rings as King Regis. That guy from Breaking Bad, I don't know his name because I don't watch Breaking Bad. Sorry to all you Breaking Bad fans out there. Please don't unsubscribe. And then you got that girl from Game of Thrones. I believe she's playing Lunafreya. So yeah, we're getting a movie. Let's see what else. More artwork, which I'm not gonna lie, the game looks beautiful. It really does. So just that artwork was it just looked phenomenal. Yeah, more gameplay, which that's probably the one thing I wanted to see most of all. More story, which, like I said before, I also really wanted to see. Overall, they really did drop the bomb with Final Fantasy news. Like, if you haven't gotten a chance, if you haven't watched it, last month, I really do give it, if I were you, just go and watch it if you're a Final Fantasy fan, because they literally just released so much. Oh, there's gonna be a Final Fantasy 15 anime. It's gonna be like a 4-episode OVA type thing. The first episode already got released, and it looks good. I'm very confused, but it looks pretty good. It's full Japanese, English subs, so there's no dub, sadly. So all you dub users out there, which myself included, you gotta deal with in Japanese. I mean, yeah, I watch dub, but I'll also watch sub. I prefer dub, but I'll watch it in sub. Let's see if I can remember what was during that. You know what? Let me look it up, because I really want I want to talk about this, because I remember that press event being like so good. All right, Final Fantasy 15, March event. Okay. Oh yeah, there's also like a new Uncovered. That's what it's called. There was like another like a mobile game, something about like Wait, let me just wait. Ugh, crap. Nah. It's something. It's like a mini game in the actual game that's coming out. I really forgot what it's called. If I could. Oh yeah, I think we also got more like more character bios and stuff like that. Like now we know like what most of the characters are gonna be called. We got more summons, which they look really good. But you know what? Yeah, I think that's really all that came out of the that Uncovered Final Fantasy event. But you know what? Let me talk about one thing about Final Fantasy 15 though before we get to the next episode. The demo, that Platinum demo that came out the same night as the after Uncovered. Okay. The game, it looks good. It looks really good based on that one demo, but there were a few things wrong with that one demo. Don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for the game. The trailers that they showed off and Uncovered, in that one trailer we got a few months ago where it showed like Noctis and his friends, Metal Gear Soliding their way through that Niflheim base. It looks good, but that one demo, it feels, oh my gosh. I still cannot, I really cannot adjust to the weight of Noctis. It's like Noctis chugs when he runs, and it's just so weird. Like, maybe it's something I'll get used to over time as I play the game, but the way it is right now, where it's just me playing through like the demo, the weight of Noctis, it just feels so off. It really does, and I really cannot just get used to it. Like, and plus, the frame rate. I gotta talk about the frame rate. Oh my gosh. Please, Square, before this game gets released, fix the frame rate, please. The game chugs unbelievably. I think it's supposed to be like at 30, but then sometimes I swear it reaches like low 20s and high teens. Please, just fix the frame rate. That's really what I asked for. And the combat, it's still fun. You could just hold circle or whatever the button is to attack, and you'll get results. But it just like that demo, it was really something. But you know, as an incentive to beat the demo, you do get a free summon in the form of Carbuncle or Carbuncle, however you pronounce him. So like when Final Fantasy 15 comes out, you'll have Carbuncle. I don't really care what his name is, but you'll have him. You'll have him as a summon already. But yeah, so if you want to play the Platinum demo, it's free. I don't know if it's still on the PlayStation Store or Xbox One Store. I have no idea. It probably is, but yeah. But dang, I really want to talk more about that Uncovered event, because I know I missed it the week it came out, because there was a lot of stuff happening that week. First off, it was like quarterly weeks, so I was bombarded with tests. It was my birthday that week, so of course I had to celebrate. Let's see what else. It was just really busy, and next week was busy, the following week was busy, and then this week where I actually had time to record Final Fantasy 15. No, Final Fantasy 4. First I call it 14, then 15, now 4. But yeah, now that I actually had time to record 4, here I am talking about it, and I kind of forgot everything about it. Holy crap! If I remember something else that happened during that event, I'll be sure to tell you. But as far as right now, I really did forget what happened during that event. As far as I remember, it was just basic stuff we either already knew about, new gameplay stuff, character stuff, like the Final Fantasy 15 like merchandising, I guess you could kind of say, media merchant. I don't even know, but I talked about the anime. There's that movie. But let me say that movie looks really, really great. It looks really, really beautiful. Even though that demo didn't really do a good job on selling me on like the final product, I will say though, the game still looks really, really pretty. Like, very pretty. Like, holy crap. I still cannot believe it looks that way. It just looks so great. And, oh, we found a little cabin in the middle of nowhere. And pixies. And wait a minute. Who is that? Wait, go back. Cecil, go back. Go back. No, not the treasures. And, great Hellclaw. I have no use for this. I don't use claws. Oh, yeah, crap. Nah, I need water. But yeah, the only person that used claws was Yang, and sadly, he's not with us anymore. But that guy in that bed looked an awful lot like Yang, so if I could just walk over there, Cecil, would you do me the favor and walk over there and not go inside the chest? Okay, whatever though. Yep, just gonna do that. And Cat Claw, I don't need that. Go away. No. And is that Yang? That's Yang! Holy crap, how is he not dead yet? He's sleeping, but how is he not dead? Like, what? Okay, we all saw him kind of like, you know, blow up inside that giant cave. But either way, though, the cave we were just sitting, it's right over there. So just letting you guys know. But yeah, how is he not dead yet? But, okay, either way, though, so we found Yang. So what do you do with Yang now that you found him? Okay, so we can't do this thing right now, but when we reach the surface, you gotta go over to Fabul and talk to Yang's wife. Yang's wife will give you a frying pan, because she'll be like, oh, what's that oaf doing down in the underworld? He should wake up and come back up here and live with me. So she gives you a frying pan, so you gotta go all the way back there, hit Yang on the head with a frying pan. I'm not even joking, that's legit the side quest to wake him up, and then you're good. And now we are over here in the Passage of the Eidolons, or Passage of the Summons, I don't know. I think in Final Fantasy, in the remake for the DS, they start calling summons Eidolons. Which, by the way, please, Final Fantasy, just keep one consistent way. Just keep like one name for all the summons. Like, I know, like, in Final Fantasy X, they call them, like, Aeons. Final Fantasy 9, I think, calls them Eidolons. 13 calls them Eidolons. They're called Eidolons for, like, a lot of things, but, like, just please, I think in 6, the very first release of 6 for like the NES, they call them Espers, but I would just like one consistent way how to call these summons, because Aeons, Eidolons, Espers, summons, I can't think of any other name, but there's just so many names that they call summons, and it gets really, really confusing. I think in 4, in the NES version, they just call them summons. But, you know, the remake calls them Eidolons, so I really just don't even know. And plus, I think that 15 has their own way of calling summons. I can't remember the name for the life of me, but you know what? I'm going to look it up right now, because I am really, really curious. Okay, Final Fantasy 15 summons. Archaeans! They call them Archaeans! Like, I know it sounds cool, but it's just, I just want one way. Oh! Speaking of Archaeans or summons or whatever, Leviathan got showed off some more. Which is good because if you remember back in E3 2013, I believe when they revealed versus 13 as 15, Leviathan was there, and ever since then we haven't really seen Leviathan. Plus, since we have confirmation that that entire sequence in the Kingdom of Lucius is completely out of the game now, I thought Leviathan was gonna be gone from the final game, but nope. Turns out Leviathan's still in the game, and Leviathan still looks beautiful as ever. I really cannot wait to see Leviathan in what's it called? 15. Okay. Oh yeah, crap. I forgot to talk about something. Okay. So one thing you've been noticing about these two past dungeons we were just a part of is that constantly I've been using Rosa to cast float on the entire party. So if you notice on the ground of each of these two dungeons, there are these colored circles. The first one I believe damages you, or at least I think this one damages you. The other one I think inflicted like poison or something like that. So the only way to avoid these squares is if you cast float, because then the party will be immune to these squares since they're kind of floating in midair. And not only that, some of the enemies actually have earth attacks. So if you cast float, then you'll also be immune to the earth attacks. So hooray! So yeah, I highly recommend you get Rose up to level 35 so she learns float, and then just cast away. And then these dungeons will essentially be just the biggest cakewalk of a lifetime. So I mean, that's my strategy. I mean, you guys probably have your own strategies. But yeah, we're still exploring this past the Eidolons. And also, by the way, after every floor, the effect wears off. So every time you enter a new floor, you always have to recast float. And that's essentially surviving these two dungeons in a nutshell. They're not really that hard. I mean, the enemies at least aren't that hard. It's just that, you know, when Cecil barely does next to no damage, Kain is kind of like, Kain and Edge are like your only reliable sources. Rydia is kind of just there, and Rose is your healer. You don't really do a lot. If I were you, like, find out their elemental weaknesses now, so then at least Rydia could be doing most of the damage. That's the best way I could say it. With Kain and Edge, you know, just doing stuff. And nice. And hooligans, they're dead. Hooligans. I like that word, hooligan. Okay, so the hooligans are defeated. Hooray! And hey, secret passageway. Thank goodness with the sprite flickering, you're actually able to see where the secret passages are. And we got Kikuchi. Wait, yeah, Kikuchi. Kikuchi? To be honest, I forgot what it's called. Let me see. Wait, Kikuchi. Yeah. So, which is another sword for Edge, and it, holy crap, gives him a ginormous stat boost. So I highly recommend you equip Kikuchi as soon as you get it, because then Edge will start doing more damage, and an Edge that does more damage is a really, really, really good Edge. So yeah. And Edge just died. Dang it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. These next two episodes, this episode and the one I just recorded today, they have a lot of editing that I had to do for it because the encounter rates get jacked up beyond belief in these next two dungeons. So I'm going to be running to a lot of the same enemies. So if you guys see a lot of edits, you guys know why. And holy crap, just editing out all this stuff was so hard. But you know what? I'm so far liking this Let's Play. It's been a pain in the butt, especially since November, since I've been recording this game ever since November. But yeah, now we are on a pirate ship looking place. But yeah, either way though, because this game isn't going to tell us just yet, we are in the land of summons. Or we're almost in the land of summons. So all these guys are summons. So yeah, we got the land of summons. And we got a bunch of treasure chests. So let me keep talking to the guys. The King of Summons resides here. Ooh, the King of Summons, who'd you say? And Rydia's... Oh yeah, well either way though. So remember how Rydia got swallowed by Leviathan and she supposedly died? Yeah, this is where Rydia actually spent most of her time. But yeah, either way though, so let's get this last treasure. A rat tail. Okay, good, we have that. Okay, either way though, so if you guys like what you see here, like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, peace out, peoples, and a bear.